Hey guys, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Gosh, that was a terrible and overused joke. So, really quick, I just want to mention that this game is suitable for only 13 and up. So, if you're younger than 13, then please click off this video, as this game is not suitable for that age demographic. Or if you have anxiety or depression, this may trigger you a bit. And yeah, so if you're still here, one more thing. I want to announce that if you haven't seen the first part, please watch that. Okay, with that out of the way, let's go. Hint, you can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica. Hi, Silver. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Let me just check to see what apps are using my microphone. Yeah, it's only OBS. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. It's me. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways, I don't think I should be in this literature club if I can't read. Want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Silver. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Nezuko Noises. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading it into it? Giffany, you sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sarah's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. This is inspirational. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I needed this advice all my life. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle portrays. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. Can't read that. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Are you looking through my camera, Monica? Let me just open the camera app to see if you are. Because it tells me if some other program is using it. Okay, you aren't looking good. So, what do you think? It's very freeforms, 25 Days of Christmas, if that's what you want to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? My webcam. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some sort of... I don't know how to say that word. It's been influencing my poems a bit. And my gosh. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Let's go. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. What if you're using a pencil, Monica? Explain that. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Natsuki or Yuri? Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Whoa. Okay, that's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your toast. Do you want to get smacked? No, thank you. I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Great poem. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I just said great poem. I like it. About as much as I like you. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. I hope I pronounced that right. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of writing poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I really won't take that away from her. There's only one option, you don't need to ask me. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why didn't you do it at school, Silver? Or were you too busy watching the Zombieland saga? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Ooh. I'm so sorry. Yuri raised her face in her hands. I'm pretty sure the only thing she's making her hands cover is her hair or something. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Gosh, I'm learning so much. Learning more than a day of school. In like 14 minutes. Yes, I just looked at the time on my OBS. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It may take you some time, but all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. highest how. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Yes, never talk bad about people behind their back. Life lesson. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if this a rare opportunity for her. Gosh, this seems so joyful and cute. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Well, yeah, I guess. Ghost under the light. The tendidus pataba. I can't read cursive of my hair. Illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. It's pretty good. I'm sorry, Wait, what? Oh, it's not the handwriting, it's just I can't read cursive. How did you know? What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Oh my gosh. This is creepy. It just says OBS is using my microphone, not Doki Doki. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Sorry, I don't eat paper. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Silver. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Yes, stupid. Well, I suppose you only did glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Like synonyms and stuff, I think it's called. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. No, synonyms is like words that mean the same thing. Stupid. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining piece of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. I see why it's starting to get a little bit depressing. Hey, hold on 1 second. I need to let my dog inside the room. Anything creepy happen? Disturbing? No, not yet. Should go. Yeah. What's up, girl? Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly, the two survivors, they gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. My gosh, these are big words. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? I do not understand. Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. It's not like I can't read or anything. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Oh no. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Silver did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Silver liked my poem too, you know. He told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up and punches Elle in the face. Oh? I like how the music suddenly stopped. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Silver appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you just that full of yourself? Why is it so entertaining when anime girls fight? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh my gosh, so many words. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one who's... whose badongs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Silver started showing up. You've been eating a lot or something? Natsuki, Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Oh my gosh. Silver, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Oh my gosh, stop being toddlers. You're in like high school. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. The poems I read in class say different. Help me explain that to her, Silver. Well, wait! There's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Silver? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course that's going to be... I don't know if I should say help me, Sayori, because that's really... Help me, Sayori! Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori. Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Silver. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. Oh! The music stopped again. I agree. It's unfair to others for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Dude, she's depressed. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. Oh my gosh. She would never! It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's... Gosh, I have such immature humor. Yuri's badongs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Such mature humor. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Mitsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing to me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead. She's your friend, dude. She's your friend. Best friend, might I add. But sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. How does your skirt do that? As a genuine person who really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little bit more. Monica for President of the United States. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Silver, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with my newfound determination. Silver! Did you leave the cookies out again? Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It has truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Silver, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. Oh no, I accidentally clicked on these. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun! Oh no, I forgot to say sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but doesn't really need to stop there. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I give Sayori a pat on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Shame. Tragedy. Pain. Broken. Oh my gosh, swimsuit. Kawaii. Doki doki. Hurt. Oh my gosh. Email. Oh my gosh, what does Yuri like? What does Yuri like? Love. Chocolate. Papa. why'd she jump? Nibble. Oh my gosh. There we go. Uncontrollable. Alone. Gosh, I'm choosing words that relate to me, and she's jumping the most, so I feel like I relate to her the most. Kitty! Anxiety! I don't like how happy she is. Pleasure. Lust. Oh, she jumped. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. So it should be like Friday or something. Great. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Silver. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Same here. Haven't eaten in weeks. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Come on, give me a choice. I wanted to say yes. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take out a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. You're transparent. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all of your money so that I would lend you some. There's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. Oh my gosh. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ow. Harsh burn, Silver. Harsh burn. I love seeing dreams get crushed. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Silver to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. How old are you, Yuri? I would like to know, because you're talking like a 40-year-old mother. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Ooh. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen too much, but it's a fun side of you. That's there's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? I'm already 40 minutes in, holy cow. It's really been that long? This game must be so entertaining. Don't let her fool ya. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. That actually made me jump. Whap. Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... A cookie! Did I just foreshadow by saying cookies earlier? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my thong. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. So Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. Yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. The ships. Here they come. Jeez. She's even blushing. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Monika's dead. Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Teacher's gone. We can all party. Ugh. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Get out of my computer. Oh, cool. 55 CPU. Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... If you're a woman, you will understand what she is referencing. I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. If you don't understand the joke, it's the dot at the end of the sentence. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Oh my gosh. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study. Oh, yeah, see, I was right. That's not what I was thinking about. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. Yeah, you were inside my computer doing some stuff. Were you looking through my school file? I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Oh, she was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. Can you play the Death Note theme? Or a Prom Snow theme or something? I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Foreshadowing. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Silver. Monica smiles. Smile is even a word. Smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Why don't you come out of the closet? Silver! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up. Me and Monica are gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Hey! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Silver to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Long hair. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Hehehe. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Silver? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Talking a kid to the mall. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Silver, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poems like, between my feet. The last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once preposterous field before me, it's but a barren wasteland? Like that. Sayori. How do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. When are you gonna get the supplies? But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey Silver, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight into the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too! Kinda dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color! How old is Sayori? Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Geez, stop scaring me, game. Smack! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, ow, ow! Whoa. You okay? My forehead? Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori. It's just like you, isn't it? Dude! Just get her an ice pack or something. She's your friend. Oh my gosh. You're such a jerk. Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. I thought they were on her lap. So I might just screenshot this for thumbnail purposes. 1 second. I don't know if she can keep it. There we go. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. Gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Silver. Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchase that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. You left her hanging, dude. No, a little bit too soon, oh no. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. She's cute. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, you idiot. Yeah, she's obviously drinking it. Her mouth is not down here, it's up here. She's drinking it. Obviously. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you've cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Silver. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. Sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. Oh my gosh, so sad. I'd fall asleep and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. Ha ha ha. You would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Silver, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Wait until you meet the person behind the screen, dude. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right, Silver. I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. Okay, how old is Sayori? Just curious. She's 18? And she's not in college? Aren't you like 18 when you like graduate from college or something? Oh my gosh. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. Ray remains silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. So sorry for the snoring in the background, it's just a doggo. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast if you're hurting yourself. Ooh. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try and hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf, she said happily. Well, anyways, were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff! Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Silver. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start with working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. I'll do Yuri, I guess. She's calm. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Silver. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate experience. I like her. See, that's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, Well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that it's fed will always come back for more. The exciting beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, a wage? The moon incites its face and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh, soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows its excitement. A rush of blood, classic something cutting. I slice the bread and I feed myself once again. You are obsessed with knives. And raccoons. And bread. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying the emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's the sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Silver? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Yeah, you hear that? Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I'm gonna never learn to embrace myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Alright guys, and that is time. We have 1 hour and 8 minutes on the clock, and you're probably getting tired of me. So I'm just gonna wrap this up really quick. So thank you guys for watching. I'm planning on making these things like once a week. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!